Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Honcho J23 coming to you live, and you are now tuned in to the latest, hottest, most episodic show on Instagram Live. That is the Independent Scene, episode 135 with yours truly, Honcho J. I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for joining me this evening. It is truly dope and amazing to have you guys with me in the building. I hope you guys learn a lot from today's episode. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. I have a dope female artist in the building. She is truly killing it out here in the game. She goes by MelRose Stacks. She's a personal, close, dear friend of mine, and she's a sister of mine. And we're going to be chopping it up with her, about what's been going on with her as of late. Real personal, real quick, I want to give a personal shout out to Carolina Waves. I want to give a personal shout out to Touch the Mic Showcase and all the staff and everybody involved with Touch the Mic Showcase. I want to give a shout out to CRG Music, the label. I want to give a shout out to Crossbones. I want to give a shout out to all the local independent artists all over the world. And just everybody in general. So you guys, welcome to my platform. Welcome to my show. And with that being said, my guest, my sister, my friend is in the building, MelRose Stacks. So ladies and gentlemen, please show your love for the one and only MelRose Stacks, y'all. Let's talk to her. My mind.
Yo,
What's happening? What's happening?
what's happening? I'm
What's
so sorry. We was having a malfunction. I couldn't get on. I kept going to your messages, but we here now.
Yes, we are. We're definitely here. And I must say before I get started, I am truly um I'm happy for you. You have truly been breaking those glass ceilings, and I love to see that from you. And you have truly been making me proud. Ever since I brought you on the scene, you have truly been doing your thing. You truly have been doing your thing, and I cannot express enough how much it means to me to have you not only as a friend but as my sister. As someone that I work very close with in this industry, and to see everything that you got going on, it is truly phenomenal. And I truly cannot wait to see what's next for you. Keep doing what you're doing, and definitely, you're definitely, as they say, you're definitely surprising me more and more as time goes on. So definitely keep doing that.
That's dope. I mean, I'm thank you so much for all of that. Like we both want to come up, and it's like you see me at the show and it was like mad love, and I ended up performing three times that week,
Yes,
messing with
you
you. So it's like it's dope because I see you doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm always gonna support anyone who's supporting me, you know what I'm saying? Like I spread love the Brooklyn way. That's what I do, So it's just you know what I'm saying? Anybody I talk to, I'm always trying to build with. I can
did.
see it and talk to you and be like, yo, this is something you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I don't
right,
need no shout out. I don't need no credit for it because if we're all a group and we're all surrounded, I want us all to, you know what I'm saying, be on a
right,
certain level. But
right.
I do, it's like, just got to work hard, man. It's Corona crazy. So,
Yeah, we don't even get me don't even get me started, because that there is just a whole mind. It's just in a whole mind of its own. And I definitely, again, like I said, I can't thank you enough for all of what you've been contributing to, all of what you've been contributing to this industry. You have truly, again, like I said, you've truly been putting on for all the women out here all over the world, and I'm just truly grateful and honored to have you once again on this show. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is my guest, MelRose Stats. MelRose, introduce yourself to these fine people. Let the people know who you are and what you do a little bit, and we're gonna jump right into it.
sure, let's go. It's the one and only MelRose Stats. And I'm reporting live from my headquarters because, I'm running for president. And so it's MelRose for president. Go check that out. My new joints on Apple, Spotify, everywhere, YouTube. I got the whole video on YouTube. I just dropped something on Facebook. But
Okay.
trying to get them YouTube streams up where it counts, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I can have all these views on Facebook and you know what I'm saying? Instagram, but I needed to be where it counts. So that's why I've been kind of, directing the traffic there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a treat because the video is lit. But it's definitely something different out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just different, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. And I'm running for president. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Most,
reporting from my headquarters,
most
dropping
definitely.
a yeah, I'm dropping a concrete rose that's coming up soon. So I just wanted to drop a single along the way because I really haven't released a lot of music.
Okay.
So um I got a lot of stuff that I've been sitting on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I gotta get out the habit of doing that too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just sitting on stuff. I need to go ahead and push it out there. But I'm shy on the low. I ain't even gonna front. I may be outgoing, but I'm really shy. For real.
Hey, trust me, listen, love, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We all have had those moments where we can be shy at times, but we find a way to, to roll with the punches and deal with the pressure, and the lack thereof. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So de-
right.
definitely kudos to you, on this running for president. Now, real quick,
Nice.
the first thing I want to hit you with, the first thing I want to hit you with is, what make and all in your entire career,
Mhm.
what's been the one thing about your career that has truly shifted you to be the artist that you are today? What is it about your career that has truly shifted you into that next phase of being, this dope, lyricist and dope female artist, to be exact?
Oh, thank you. Look, don't be making me blush, okay? I would say what shifted it was that um I had to take a lot in. I took a break for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back out sounding like I did when I was rapping some years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it was like, my first project, PMS, it was some things on my heart I had to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I finished that project. I hadn't done music for like 10 years. And
Mm-hmm.
then I come back into a whole different game.
Right, right.
And I just had to develop, it's either swim or drown. So it's like um I just have to roll with the tide and conquer stuff even when I'm not ready. It's like I constantly have to live up to my potential and my purpose because I believe, I've always been a writer. I've always, I've been on the Apollo already. So it's like I've always had something that I had to give to the world. Now that I know that that's why I'm here, well,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of my life is aligned for that. But it's pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I'm about to sit here. I don't have time to play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that plays a major part in it too, because I really don't have no life like that. So I put my all into my work. I don't got no kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right.
So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. All
Can you
right,
see me?
I
Okay.
can. That I can. That I can. All
Okay.
right, all right. So my next question that I would love to know is, and you got to and remember I told you I'm gonna be I'm gonna be dodging between topics. So it's almost like a go with the flow
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So being a woman in this industry, and rapping and doing and things of that nature, what is it like being a plus size woman of that caliber and really showing, the world that, plus size women out here can do just as much as any other woman can. I mean, what is that process and that mentality like for you, showing, your plus size women that, y'all, you girls are lovely and beautiful too. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes. Yes. All of that. Thank you.
Most definitely.
Um, I've always had to be that way. Like I've been dancing, like my first dance recital, I was like 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been the fat chubby girl,
Okay.
and I've always owned that because I'm cute, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I love myself. So it's really easy to, do something that you've been doing your whole life. I've
Mm-hmm.
always, and I mean, honestly, I was a tomboy. So it's like changing up and, going from being rocking Tims and sneakers and stuff,
Right, right, right.
to being all girly, it was a change, but in my heart, I'm still a tomboy. I think that plays a part in how I could deal with a lot of stuff because it's not easy,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the work I do, I'm not really around females. So sometimes, but like I've always been around the boys. I grew up with boys. I got boy cousins, uncles. I woke up watching wrestling on Saturdays,
Okay.
so
Okay.
my cousin played PAL. So all the guys always ball, I've been a cheerleader, I've been a dancer, so I don't have a choice but to just be confident. And I got friends that's small that
Mm-hmm.
they struggle with trying to gain weight,
Mm-hmm.
So I know from both spectrums how it is. Anyone can feel insecure. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can feel like, oh, anyone when it's time to get in front of them cameras, I don't care what you look like. You know what I'm saying? You're around a whole bunch of people, you got to get your mind ready. But being around having friends where it's like they they gotta find ways to love themselves too. It makes
Mm-hmm.
you say, hey, you gotta get to a point. And I'm a grown woman, so it's like I got flaws. I got a big ass nose. You know what I'm saying? But it's my nose. I love my nose.
Right, right.
So you got to get to a point with that with everything. And I mean, yeah, it has its obstacles, but I don't really see it like that. What I hope comes out of it is that other little girls that see me, maybe not on my raunchy songs where they don't got no business listening to that, but I want other little girls to see, hey, you still could be in that dance class. You still could be the best dancer, even though you the chubbiest one. You still could give 100% and not look like everyone else. And
Right,
that's
right.
why it's important for me to show that, because you don't really have that. I really didn't have someone to look up to that was like that, coming up as a little girl. It was just like, you supposed to be skinny. You want to be a ballerina. You supposed to be skinny. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can out dance them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But that's how society was. So I just want to change that. So other little girls like, look, I'm fine. I could do it. I could be a cheerleader. I could be a dancer. I could do
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I could be a plus size model.
Mm-hmm.
I could be on TV. I made it in Kodak Black video with little hair like this. I'm in the Expeditiously video. And
Wow.
yes. So it's like you just gotta love, everybody gotta love themselves.
Right, right. And I feel that. And I feel that. And I appreciate you for, speaking to those young girls out there that are listening that, that wants to know that they can be confident in themselves and love themselves no matter what size they are. Because a lot of
Hmm.
times I don't really think that a lot of people truly give that any thought process. And, for someone like yourself who is so driven to this drive and so driven to this game, you're always, like I said before, you're always, blowing my mind with this and that. And so I am truly, I'm glad to be on this journey, to see your journey, to see your story, to see how it unfolds, because it truly helps me to learn more about you. It helps me to grow closer to you a little bit, to, so that way I know what's what, what I mean? So definitely, kudos to you for that. All right,
Thank
so
you.
now let's get into another topic I would like to get into. We just recently had Raleigh Day 919.
Oh yeah.
Definitely shouts out to everybody that was involved and a part of that. But what I want to know specifically from you, what was it like, being a part of Raleigh Day? What did Raleigh Day mean to you? And, being amongst the people and seeing all of the stuff that was going on. You had the vendors out there, you had the food trucks, you had the performances, you had the artists, you had media and all of these different things. What was that whole experience like, taking it all in and just seeing it for yourself and really being like, yo, like this is really where it's at, you know?
Right. I mean, it was dope because I've been in North Carolina for a long time and I've never been to a Raleigh day. And because I'm doing the music now, I was aware that it was a Raleigh day, so it's like, okay, I gotta go,
Right.
but then like I wanted to perform. At first I was like, I wasn't sure, but then once I did want to perform, I'm like, yo, they taxing, and
Right.
I'm up in here, look, Shorty trying to come up, you know what I'm saying? I don't stay in front, look, now I got a whip and I got a crib, but everything I do on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm single, so
Mm.
it's like, bruh, I'm not dropping 3 bands, like,
Right. Exactly. You know, and
but,
and it's
but,
crazy, but how us
right.
people, when it comes to money.
Yeah, but I understand the hustle. That's why it's like the businesswoman in me is the reason why I don't speak on a lot of stuff. If that's how they making their money, then that's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? How
Right.
I feel about it. So I don't really, and that's because I have my own business. So it's like
Right.
I ran a business for 14 years,
Right.
and I don't want nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody got to eat. However I feel about it, that's my business. I ain't gonna hate on the next man if that's
Right.
what you do, and I'm still gonna come and support because that's the down ass chick that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
And
it's
I
like,
feel that.
so you know what I'm saying? I went out seeing what it was, and then there's people I know that was performing. It was artists that I knew that I know that was performing. So I was like, I gotta go and see it. I got out there kind of late, but I had the cards on hand. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
did a lot of
Okay.
networking. Um, Matter of fact, look, I say TTG. So
Right.
I
Right. Trying to go. Okay. Okay.
yeah, I say TTG. Now look, my nails, except for my nails today. Okay, look, but this is my card. You know what I'm saying? MelRose.
Oh, okay.
The official. I was gonna air that out, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. But it
Okay.
got all of my platforms on it, my contact info. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was giving those out, and I leave them everywhere. But I mean, the event itself, it was dope, and it's like I seen Ron Jeter at the first time I think I seen him perform was at like a Who's Next show,
Hmm.
and he I think it was like a feature or something, but he was dope, and to see everything that he's doing besides rap, you know what I'm saying? I think that's really dope because he don't have to take time out of his, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, his career to do stuff to put other people on. So it's like, you know, I really respect what he's doing and for him to do it so consistently. Look, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to perform though. I was ready. I had my little music. I
Right.
had my
Right.
gift
Right.
because I'm TTG. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right. Got to
if
be.
some
Got to be.
if somebody said, "Hey, I heard MelRose for president. You could go perform," I was ready.
Right.
It didn't happen, but I performed that day in my Zumba class, so that was dope. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely. Most definitely.
So
But like I
yeah,
said, yeah, once again, definitely shouts out to everybody that was involved in
and
Raleigh Day. Also, I got to give a big, super big shout out to the homie NC native Tusi 2 times
yeah,
who came through and shut it down like never before.
yeah,
Definitely shouts out to you, my guy. You have definitely, you definitely left the stage on fire. So
yeah.
we definitely rock with it. All right, so my next thing,
Shout out to you.
another musical question that I have for you when it comes to, this versus battle. We've had so many already, and
Yeah,
we just recently had the Patti LaBelle versus I want to say Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle.
Yes. So out of all of those battles that you've seen, was there a favorite of yours that you enjoyed watching the most as a female artist, or are you still waiting for your dream matchup yet?
Mm. I mean, I would have to put in some work to have a catalog to do that, but I mean, it could be done on a different level. But I just feel like, the people who are doing that have that catalog, But of course, my favorite one was Jada and Fab because those
Okay.
are two of my favorite artists. So
Okay.
that was my favorite one because they wasn't uptight. It wasn't a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like they was vibing. Yeah, it was a competition, but they were the
Mm-hmm.
first ones to have a good time with it. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
they were in the same place and they had a DJ, and they were performing their songs. They were standing up most of the time. They was like on the show. And what I liked is that, I've seen both of them in concert. Um, and I went to high school with that, and I done got it, I done seen Jada several times, but
Yeah.
yeah, like just to see them bobbing together, I liked it. They was lit. Next to that, I mean, I did like Brandy and Monica. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
I love Brandy. So, I mean, I love Monica too, but Brandy, she's the ish. I like the Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight one because it was so classy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I agree. I agree.
yeah.
One thing that I say, and I've said this on the show many times, is that when you have been raised in a family where all your family, that's all they play is the oldies and the old school
Right.
hits, it's
I can't hear
almost
you
like it's,
too good.
huh?
I can't hear you too good.
All right, that's probably on your end. Okay, you may have to drop down and come back.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't
cause
know. It went.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it just got lower.
All right, so look, I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna need you to come right back, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, all right, guys. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we will bring her back. Let me see. Let me get her back in the building real quick. Um, I say y'all forgive me for that. Y'all know how technical difficulties go. So, I said I just invited her back. I appreciate all the love that I'm getting. Hope you guys are jotting these gems down because as I let y'all know every single week, these gems are not free. So, but like I said, yeah, definitely. MelRose is truly one of a kind. She's truly amazing. She's truly dope. And again, I'm so honored to be in partnership with her and working with her, and being able to call her, as I said, call her my sister at that. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. So, Melrose Stats, come on back, come on back. I didn't, so I done sent the invite out. Come on back. If you're out there, you can hear me. Come back. We're right here. I hope you guys are learning a lot, though. Like I said. This is all this here. Okay. That's fine. No Sprite, ain't no grape. You done drink up everything. All right, that's fine. Y'all forgive me if I'm talking in the background. Forgive me for that. But yeah. So let me see. Let me see. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Let me get her back. Let me get her back. Okay. Okay. Waiting for her to come back. Waiting for her to come back. And like I said, guys, I'm working on, like I said, I'm in the process of trying to, upgrade a little bit and, trying to switch up my criteria, my agenda. So, like I said, y'all bear with me. Trying to get her back. Oh, she's here. All right, so she's back. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My guest, MelRose Stacks. Let's get it. Sis, I don't see you in the. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Never mind. I see it. Never mind. We're bringing her back, guys. We're bringing her back.
I'm back.
All right, we're back. We're back. Most definitely. All right, so we had left off with talking about the whole versus battle, and I was saying that you know, when you have such legends like Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, you know, it just takes you back down memory lane, and it helps you really, you know, takes you back to those moments where you was growing up as a kid, and that's all your parents and your mom and dad used to play back, you know, back in the days. So definitely, you know, I gotta, you know, give a shout out to my mom and my dad for, you know, putting me on to music like that. Because to be honest with you, I'm gonna just keep it all the way a band with y'all right here on this show. I'm more of a oldies kind of dude now, you know, thanks to them. You know, so you know, me personally, and my preference is I prefer to listen to more oldies more than all this new hip hop stuff. But you know, that don't mean I'm discriminating against my hip hop artists, my, you know, all my male and female artists. But yeah, when it comes to the oldies and when it comes to the oldies and stuff like that, I am diehard of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most
I
definitely.
mean, you can feel that kind of stuff, you know. That's the difference. The old school music, you can feel it, you know. It's like, that's why you could clean to it. Look, many of women have cleaned the whole house, like, and listen to, you know, you can just feel it. Music is a vibration. So
Right.
it's, you know, and it's like, if I can't, and I think that's why it's like, because I was just thinking today, and I'm like, you know, I really don't be doing covers and stuff like that. I don't really, you know, I do songs, but it's like the old school songwriters, they always talked about love, but they
Right.
found so many ways to talk about love. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. And either way they put it, you still could feel it. And it's like, that's why it's so dope. You know, like, I love, when I say I love Sam Cooke. Like, that's my dude.
Okay.
Sam Cooke, you listen to the best of Sam Cooke, he talking about the same stuff. He talking about love. He talking about hanging out with some chick, you know. He talking about how the chick make him feel. His best of CD had so many songs on it. He's talking about the same thing, but all of them are like different. They're all dope, and it's like, that stuff influences me as an artist. So it's like, that's why I put out more songs than I do anything, because it's like, I'm a songwriter, you know. I
Right.
feel that stuff in my heart, and it's like, and the bad part is that I'm not a good singer, like.
It's all good. It's all good, love. It's all good.
So people need R&B songs, get at me, because I got to get them out my heart, and I don't
Right.
need to sing them. We could do some collabos, you know, stuff
Right.
like that. But you know, I got stuff on my heart. I need to, you know, go ahead and put it out before I try and sing it, because the rest of my family can sing, but I ain't get that. I ain't get that gift.
Most definitely. I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it. All right. So now switching gears a little bit, you know, talk to us a little bit about your growing up and, you know, what it was like growing up as a kid and, you know, finally being able to, you know, come into whom you are, who you were, or who you are as a woman, and finally realizing like, yo, like music was gonna be something that I'm gonna eventually end up doing. So what was that growing up process and those stages like for you growing up as a kid?
I always wanted to sing as a kid. Like, I would go to these my great aunt, you know, she used to take us all the time, because my mom, you know, she was grinding, trying to go to school, trying to work. And so she used to watch me when I was little. And you know, when I came to this country, my mom, she was on her own with 2 kids, you know, so it's like, it was rough. And but she had a lot of help. And my great aunt, you know, she was rich, and she exposed us to a different lifestyle that my mom couldn't give us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just seeing what's a part of the world, you know, even though you're not in that world. You know what I'm saying? But like, she used to take us to this hospital boat every year, and we get our checkup on the boat, and it's like a talent show, and here my ass is singing Atlantic Star, and I'm a little girl, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm singing all these grown songs. Then it's
Right.
like, every year I'm on there. they can count on me to sing something that I'm not supposed to sing, you know.
Right, right,
And
right.
so it's like I've always been the same person since I was, you know, you couldn't do nothing with me. I always
Right,
been just ready to go. And
right.
my mom put me in dance school. I did that. Me and my sister, we thought we was gonna be dancers on the Apollo. We had our outfits picked out and everything, but I ended up on the Apollo doing poetry. But
Okay.
yeah, I found out to answer your question. I'm sorry because I'm all over the place. To answer your question,
Trust me, it's all good. It's all good.
um, yeah. So like, I made my mom this birthday card one year for her birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote a poem in it. And I
Mm-hmm.
may have been like 9. I wrote a poem, and after that, she was like, "Don't ever buy me another card." You know, she was just like, "I want you to make my cards from now on." So having my mom believe in me that young, you know, at 9 years old, it was just like, okay. So every year I wrote her. Then I started writing poems in school. Then when it was assignments, I was always really smart, you know. So it's like I would finish my stuff and then I'm like, yo, you can pay me to make a poem for you, you know. So I'm selling homework at school, you know, I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
homework, but I'm getting paid for it because I'm a hustler. So
Right, right.
it's like, you know, every school I went to, even high school, you can ask my friends. I look, anytime it's assignment, you gotta do a poem, I'm writing everybody poem. Then I'm writing stuff that's inappropriate and I'm seeing my homegirls like, yo, listen to this, you know. So it was more so poetry. I really couldn't rap until I got to college. And then once I got to college, I learned how to change the poetry into rapping. And so once I
Okay.
was doing that, yeah. So it's been, and that's why a lot of people be like, you sound like you doing poetry. It don't sound like you rapping a lot in, you know, songs, but that's where my roots are. So
Okay. Well, definitely. I appreciate that insight. You know, something you're growing up. I definitely appreciate that. All right. So now let me ask this question. So, when it comes to, you know, when it comes to your music as a whole, you know, what advice can you give all of the women out here, all of the men out here that are listening, that are watching, that needs the motivation? What advice can you give them to keep them going in their career?
well, I could say if you want some fire under your ass, like take everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and use that to fuel where you're trying to go. You know, um, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get stuck because it's like, dang, you trying to be creative, you trying to come up with dope music, and then
Hmm.
you dealing with all the other BS that don't have nothing to do with the music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is that, but you just can't get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in control of what you respond to.
Right,
You're in
right,
control of how things affect you.
right.
So, and then also like I don't really have a lot of friends anymore. Right? I had friends all the time when I was trying to turn up and all of that shit. But
Hmm.
excuse my mouth. I'm sorry because
Now
your mom.
listen,
Okay.
trust me, listen. Let me tell
I'm
you,
sorry.
listen,
I know
before,
I'm a rapper and all, but I was
listen, but
raised.
listen,
You
but
can
hold
tell
on.
I was raised with some manners.
Exactly, but listen, I'm gonna tell you, listen, do not apologize, do not censor yourself, because I
Yeah.
always tell people they always feel like they gotta censor themselves. But listen, this is raw, uncut, this is the
Yeah.
real deal. Speak how you feel, express how you feel. Listen, I don't have no issue with it because at the end of the
Okay.
day, it's real shit like you said. So speak that.
Right. Like, you know, it's just like I don't even remember what I was saying. Look. But I don't know.
Well,
As
listen,
far as
look, it'll come back to you. But look, aside from that, you know, I want to talk a little bit now. I want again, this is where I'm switching gears a little bit because now I want to talk to you a little bit about the dating game because the dating game can be tough. it can be very, very challenging. You know, I know being in this industry, you got a lot of guys that probably be in your DMs, things of that nature. But mainly, specifically, what is it that Melrose Stacks, you know, what is it that you as a woman look for, you know, in a man, or if you're even, or if you are looking for a man, what is it that Melrose Stacks looks for in that man?
Hmm. When you said you was gonna turn it up this edition, you know.
Hey, listen, I hit the people with some new. I got to hit the people with some new stuff. You know what I mean?
I know, I see. Look, you done threw a curveball. All right. So what I look for in a man, I let's see.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
You know I'm very private, right? I don't think you ever heard me talk about any relationship stuff. So I'll say this. I like men that are assertive and strong and ambitious. I like men that take charge. I think a big misconception about me is that because I go so hard, because I'm so real, and people take that as aggressive, that I'm this come here boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like my man to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want somebody who can hold me down and I can feel safe and support me. You got your bag. You're giving me some of your bag. I got my bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily need yours, but you're going to give me some of that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm going to play my position. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could say when it comes to relationships or what I want from a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have the luxury of being in a relationship right now. You know, this is Sparta. I don't have time for love. I don't have time to be playing with nobody, getting my feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was pledging for a fraternity, they don't let you be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know guys who have, you know, gone to be Freemasons, and while they're trying to get on, you know, they can't really date, because when you're dedicated to something, you're giving it your all. You know, the fact that I don't have kids, the fact that, you know, I ended a 13-year relationship, I don't got time to play with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's why I got so much time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was sitting here playing around, and don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting up here like a nun. You know what I'm saying? I got a life. But yeah, all the other stuff, I don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused, and it's like, if you want to make me happy along the way, if you want to be supportive and, you know what I'm saying, motivate, and, you know what I'm saying, show me how to make some money. Put me on the game, you know what I'm saying? And if that D can't change my life, I don't want it. Okay.
Okay, I feel that. All right, I feel that. All right, so real quick. All right, talk to us a little bit about this MelRose running for president. I mean, take us a little bit into that real quickly. What is this? What is this president business all about? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Look, I know it's kind of funny, because it's like my friends and my family, you know, I was thinking about them today. I'm like, they got to be like, well, you see MelRose running for president. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell going on? You know, it's an election year. You know, as far as MelRose for president, I was running with the Concrete Rose. That's my EP. That's coming out. That's on the way. But MelRose for president is my campaign, because it's like, I'm just here to run my own world. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. You're a president in your own world. You know what I'm saying? So My movement is what MelRose is here to do for music. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
I'm here to run the music from my world. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my influence on music. It's not about the cap. It's not about the clout. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't put
Mm-hmm.
no cap in my rap, none of that. It's about changing the direction of music. And oh my God. I don't know why people calling me.
Make sure you have your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, okay. And that's why my phone look the last time
Ah, man. Ah, y'all, this conversation is getting good. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Ah, man, she left. Ah, man. All right, sis, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, you guys. I'm not gonna be too much longer. I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer. But sis, if you there, come right back. Shouts out to 100 all the women was good.
I'm back. Okay.
All right, and we're back. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so I feel like as far as my music, I've proven that, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. You know, I'm not really trying to fit into no type of box. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my own thing. And why can't I be president? I can do anything I want. If I'm bold enough to be a president and run for president, I'm bold enough to take on the world. I'm bold enough to take on my career. I'm bold enough to do everything I need to do so that I can be a part of this world. That's the only way I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm shy. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta snap out of that shit. I ain't gonna be a part of no world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is kind of forcing me to come out of my comfort zone to keep it a band. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
If it's
I
not,
feel
to be
that.
somewhere in the cut.
I feel that. I feel that.
But yeah, but at the same time, it's like my music is for the people.
Okay.
Um, most of the stuff that you get, most of the stuff that I write is not just about, you know what I'm saying? It's not just about me. I write songs that it's for the people, and even not even that. Sometimes Melrose for President is really out of my comfort zone, but people want the ratchet shit. Let's keep it a
Mm-hmm.
band. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a band. And the conscious stuff that I do, the songs that I do for Brianna, you know what I'm saying, for all of them, that don't really got the likes. That don't really got the shares, like the ratchet stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, but my music is for the people. You could feel my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's because I only write from the heart. So Mellow Sax is for the people. My music is for the people. And you president in your own world. Like people is going crazy over this whole debate. And it's like, what is Donald Trump like when you command your own world, when you in your own world, like what can someone really police you on? What can someone there is no other president. Like
Right.
why give these people this power? We all are thinking the same. Everybody, you know, it's like everybody was stressed about the debate.
Right.
That same energy across the whole planet. I mean, if everyone watched it around the world, you know, but you know, sometimes other countries they watching and laughing at his ass too, you know, in closed caption, you know,
Right.
and
Right.
I mean, it's really sad. I try not to get into a lot of, you know, political conversations with people because I don't got time to be sitting here. By the time I sit here going back and forth on Facebook debating with your ass, I could write a song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to be sitting here pushing buttons all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. So it's like I really don't get into those topics, but I just feel like,
That's you.
I mean, I thought we had a chance, but after that debate last night, it was like, yo,
Yeah, it's crazy. We not gonna spend no more time on debates, but we
right,
appreciate you for for speaking on
right,
Melrose for president. Definitely, guys, go out support that. Go out and say share
yes,
that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so my next question, and I'm gonna try to sum this up. Try to sum this up real quickly because time is winding down. But
Mhm.
when it comes to 5 to 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself doing? And is there any things that you want to do within those 5 to 10 years aside from the music?
And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that I need to do. In 5 to 10 years, I would have hoped to write songs for a lot of different artists, write songs and do collabs. Like the way I'm like, okay, what kind of song would me and Jay-Z do together? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
that's how I be thinking, because I'm not about to be sitting here like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right.
I'm only going to think the best for myself. I'm only going to want the best. I'm only going to strive for the best, you know? So 5 to 10 years from now, yeah, I'm going to be somewhere solidified in the music game, because that's the only way that I could put my influence on it. You know, it's not just doing my songs. Female rappers gotta, we got some time, but that's why it's bigger to me than just me being a rapper. Yeah, of course I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I have a one of a kind voice. I'm always going to do something, you know? So, um, I see myself any and everywhere, you know? You never know where I may pop up, you know?
That's
You never
true.
know where, you know? And, I definitely plan on doing other things and, other ventures, restaurants, and, I want to write a card, I want my own card line, like Hallmark. That's something that I was always supposed to do, and I never did that. And I'm real big on completion, you know,
Mhm.
whatever it is. If I think of it and I'm like, yo, I want to do this, it's like I gotta do it, but I never
Mhm.
got around to it. But I really want to speak from a point of view that other people may not be able to relate to. Like sometimes you go and get cards and the cards just don't say what you want to say, and a lot of times cards aren't realistic in reference to certain relationships. So
Mhm.
that's something that I want, that I want to do and I'm going to do. Of course, once I get back on where I want to be,
Mhm.
then yeah, that's going to take off. But I have so many different things that I want to do. And it's like, I'm just like, do it, name it. You want to
Right.
do something, you got to name it, because once you name it, that's the first thing you do when a baby's born. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the
That's
baby's
true.
born, you name it, it comes alive. So if you're thinking of a business, you're thinking of
Mhm.
something you want to do, the first thing you got to do is name it, because now it has a name. Now you got something to dream about. You got something to, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely in the makings. But yeah, put these songs out, go diamond, all that good shit.
Most definitely. And my last and final thing, because I said it's so many other things that we could talk about, but time is winding down. But my last thing I want to know from you, and again, this goes back to, being, not only being a black woman in America, but seeing all of what's taking place, in this country. Um, what is your response to this whole pandemic and this whole Black Lives Matter movement as a black woman, and seeing what's going on?
Well, I feel like in regards to the pandemic, I feel like they continuously create drama to make us go protest to spread the pandemic even more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I went protesting when things first happened, and I was kind of sad because it was like these cars pulled up and we dancing a little booty, and we supposed to be protesting. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy to turn up, but then you look and you say, who are these people? They came
Right.
from another, their license plates are not from here. So what kind of time you got to go and drive somewhere else to turn other people up while they protesting? Who thinks like that? That was your goal when you decided to drive here, to turn people up and play music that's going to make them do stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you just got to be clear on the agenda, you know? My grandmother is an assemblywoman. And when I was going to protest, she told me, like, be clear on, you go protest, be clear on the people who you're going to protest with, what their agenda is. Okay, so you may go to peaceful protest, but you with somebody who want to turn up. You know what I'm saying? And both reactions through everything that's going on are accurate. You know, we have a right to be upset, but we also have a responsibility to peep game and say, okay, well, why is this stuff positioned like that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a nerd on the low. Like, somebody told me I was too proper for rap, right? But whatever.
Not even.
But yeah, I was curious as to how they were going to handle things with this corona, based on the pandemic that they had in 1920, 1918, the influenza. It wasn't an influenza. They had the Spanish flu. That was in 1918. So I was researching how they were handling things back then. And, people were upset. People were losing their place, and they were trying to protest so they didn't have to pay rent. But what would happen is, what if half your building wants to boycott and the other half don't? You know what I'm saying? Everyone has to do it for it to work. So what did they do? They took to the streets and they protested, and they spread the pandemic. So they lost even more lives. It was even worse. So history repeats itself. So at a certain point, it's like, hey, you know what? What's my power? As a Black woman in a pandemic that sparked from police brutality and murder,
right?
For George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, where can I make my mark? Okay, through music. I made a song. I woke up out my sleep at like 5 a.m. and wrote that George Floyd song. And then, a lot of times I wake up. If I wake up out my sleep to write it, it's dope. That's all it is.
That's the beauty of music right there.
Right.
And write something that's lit. I like.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, sometimes I'll hit, like, I wake up, and I'll be like, okay, but like, I woke up, I wrote that song, and then I ended up writing the song for the woman, Tanya Blanche, and Tanya J. Blanche, and where's she, in Greenville, and she did a real dope project called the Black Light Project, and it focuses on Black men's perspective and everything and how they feel in America, and she won an Emmy for it. And so she heard my George Floyd song and, asked me to write the song for Breonna. And I mean, if you listen to both songs, which are going to be released in my project, Concrete Rose, when I release it, look, I'm like, I'll go back real quick, because look, but I got some other stuff coming too. You know what I'm saying? I got some other stuff coming too. But like, doing that song, it's like, I get emotional every time because I had to do my research. I had to listen to all of these girls' stories, Breonna Taylor and Kanika Jenkins. That story kept me up for hours, for almost a whole year, and they still haven't got that girl justice, And it's conflicting because it's like, I'm supposed to be an artist. Music's supposed to be fun,
Right.
It's not supposed to be, but it's also necessary. I also have an obligation, I can't let my voice just go for anything, I need for people to be able to,
Right.
hear something and bring awareness, you know. So
Well, I
that
definitely feel that.
that's how I could fight back, you know.
Well, I definitely, oh man, I definitely appreciate, the insight. Like I said, we could go on and over. My time is telling me we have winded down to its official time. But
Yes.
MelRose stats, I am truly, truly, again, I'm always mesmerized by you, and I'm always blown away. Keep doing what you're doing, my sister. I love you.
I love
Um,
you too.
and definitely keep grinding, keep striving. Thank you for being a part of episode 135.
Yes.
It was truly amazing. And guys, make sure you guys want to look out for MelRose for President. It's gonna be on all. It is on all digital platforms. Make
Yes.
sure you go and run those views up. Make sure you go and run them streams up. Follow her on everything MelRose Stacks. If I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
I'm
Mellow
assuming
sex everywhere.
MelRose Stacks everywhere. Also, make sure you follow her YouTube channel. So let's get her views up, and let's continue to support this black on black excellence, you know what I mean? Because
Yes.
this is what it's all about. But Melrose Sets, we love you, we appreciate you. Keep grinding, keep being the queen that you are, and we definitely look forward to bringing you back. And with that being said, yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon or your evening. You know what I mean?
You too. Thanks so much for having me.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
it's the independent scene with Honcho Joe.
Already. Take care of you. Take care of yourself, man.
All right. You
All
too.
right.
All
You
right, later.
later. And there you guys have episode 135 of Independent Scene with yours truly, Honcho J23. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for watching. It has truly been amazing. Stay tuned tomorrow for episode 136. You never know like I said, you never know who's gonna pop up on this show. So make sure you guys always stay tuned. And I look forward. And also tomorrow I will be doing a Let's Work show event, which will be going down to Arcade of Thrones 399 Hubert Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please come out and support. It's gonna be a lot of vendors there. It's gonna be some performances going on, and then there'll be Touch the Mic showcase. So feel free, you guys, to come out and support. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and until next time, Honcho J23 of the Independent Scene, and you are now tuned in to the latest, hottest, most episodic show on Instagram Live. That is the Independent Scene with yours truly, Honcho J. Let's get it.